Hi, boys and girls. We have been talking about plurals. We have learned that writers can add an S to the end of a noun to show more than one. Well, today we're going to talk about something else that writers can do. Writers add ES to the end of a noun or end of nouns to show more than one. So sometimes when we're listening to a word, we're either reading it or writing it, we can't just add an S to the end of the word to show more than one because that doesn't sound right. If we listen closely, we need to add an ES to the end of the word. So listen to this word. This is a noun. This is singular. This is bus. Let's think about this. I see one bus. That makes sense. But let's say this. I see 3 buses. Did you hear that? I'm not going to add an S to the end because I wouldn't say bus. That doesn't sound right. It sounds like this. Buses. Do you hear it? It's not an IS, but it's an ES. Buses. There are 3 buses at our school. Buses. Let's look at a different one. This word is dish. I broke 1 dish, or I broke all of the dish. What do you say right away? You say dishes. You don't say dish. That doesn't sound right. It's all about what sounds right. Dish as. We need to add an ES to show more than one. So you remember, we have learned that when you're talking about one noun, that's singular. But when you add an S or an ES to the end, that shows more than one, and that is plural. Let's look at this word. This word is box. I have 1 box full of books. Or I have 10 boxes full of books. Boxes. Again, we're not going to say box. So it's just, we don't just add an S, do we? We add an ES to make boxes. Let's look at this one. Kiss. I love to give my kids at home, right, a kiss, okay? Or I give Chloe and Cohen lots of kisses. Do you hear it? Kisses. An ES, right? We need to add an ES to the end of kisses because that's what sounds right. You need to stop and think about what writers and readers do. They think about what sounds right. Let's look here. This word is peach. I had 1 peach at dinner. My husband ate 2 peaches, right? Say it with me. Peaches. So again, I hear S, so that's ES. Again, peach is singular. Peaches is plural. Plural means more than one. Let's look here. This is church. Church. I see lots of, well, let me restate that. I see 1 church on my road. I see lots of churches when I'm driving around town. Churches. We need to add an ES. You hear it, don't you? Churches. So again, church is singular. Churches is plural. Let's look at this last one. This word is wish. Wish. I made 1 wish for my birthday. Chloe made 5 wishes. Wishes is what sounds right. Wishes make sense. We had to add an ES. Boys and girls, today you learned that writers add ES to the end of nouns to show more than one. We need to make sure we listen to the ending sound before we add our ending, okay? So if I say buses, I know I need an ES and not just an S, okay? So make sure you remember that writers can not only add an ES, but they can also add an S, right? Let's read these words together. Ready? Buses, dishes, boxes, kisses, peaches, churches, wishes.